You are now tuned into DAR Sports Media. Our NFL divisional previews continue. We're doing a double drop this week and next week so we can get you through them all before the season kicks off next week. It's a beautiful thing. The NFL is back. Although for some of us, people with fine taste, we've been watching football all year round, covering the UFL, watching some European League football. Good times, good times. But the big boys are back next week, and we're going to wrap up these divisional previews. This week, we got both the Souths, the AFC South, the NFC South. We're going to start off with the AFC South. You know, last year, we were all super, super high on the Texans, talking about them as a possible Super Bowl contender. Had everything going for them, and they were really kind of disappointing. Still went, won the division, went to the playoffs, won a playoff game. It's hard, but they just were not. We expected them to be like the upper echelon of the league, and they were just not that. And then confusingly, they're one of their biggest struggle areas was the offensive line, and then they went ahead and released or got rid of both of their two best linemen. So that was an interesting move to make. Ariandi Ursary, their draft pick, has been excellent in camp. He looks like he's going to be decent as a fill-in. And then they picked up Cam Robinson to try and fill the void left behind by Laramie Tunsil. I like the additions of Higgins and Jalen Smith, the Iowa State duo, out of the draft. But otherwise, interesting. Joe Mixon, that might be over. Honestly, I'm telling you guys, like he's past his prime years as a running back, and he's starting off the season with foot and ankle situation. Foot issues. That is a death sentence, man, for a running back's productivity. So I don't know. I don't know how much you're going to be able to count on Joe Mixon ever being a factor, maybe ever again. But speaking of injured running backs who were once great, the Chubster, Nick Chubb, going to step in. We'll see what he has left in the tank. Tay, do you still have? I bet not, because your favorite fucking player in the history of the NFL is on the Jaguars. Your favorite 140-pound player is on the Jaguars. So, but what are your thoughts, man? Do you still got the Texans at the top of this division?
No, I don't. I don't really trust the O-line, but I do think they'll be a good team though. Like I see 10-7 for them. Like they get into the playoffs, they're probably gonna have to as the 7th seed, but they're a good enough team. Like the defense will be good, and the offense will their skill players are pretty good as well. I mean, they got a rookie running back, Woody Marks, Nick Chubb, Damian Pierce. They'll figure it out. Somebody will figure it out. They got so many options, and then Joe Mixon could come back later in the year. They just have so much depth, at the receiver position and running back. So I think last year injuries like derailed the season. Like they just didn't have enough depth. That's why they went double, triple on new receivers and running back and stuff like that. They just were positions that got injured last year. They made sure they got a little bit more depth in there so they can deal with an injury and not, one injury. Then you go from top 10 receiving room to the worst, So yeah, they definitely went for more depth. So, Texas is going to be a good team though. Definitely. I got them in the playoffs at 10-7, but the 2 seed in the division.
Just to add to what I was talking about, basically literally like 99%, all the greats, Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, you name it, 2,000 career touches is the end. And Joe Mixon is at 2,100 right now and already has a fucked up ankle and foot. Just saying. Okay, so who do you got? Who's number one, man?
I got the Jags.
Oh, Jesus.
Call that a hot take.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be the best. I really like what the Jags got going on. I think this is Trevor Lawrence. He'll reach new standards now.
Hey, I got him as my sleeper backup quarterback in all my fantasy leagues. I got him in like the 15th round in every league, just in case.
I just like again they got this new young GM. I like how he thinks. I see the vision early on. What they're trying to do.
People thought that Baker Mayfield was like done, and then Liam Cohen, the offensive coordinator over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, resurrected him, and we'll see how much of that was Cohen and how much of that was Baker, because now Cohen is with the Jags as their head coach. Yeah. So between Brian Thomas being a beast last year, Travis Hunter coming in, as you say, and then Cohen added to the mix as well.
Yeah,
it's not a crazy thing to think that this might finally be the year.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence ascends to that to the level of the level of shine that people just automatically assigned to him 6 years ago that he's never lived up to. But go ahead. What else do you like about him?
I'm definitely worried about the defense. Like, this isn't going to be a contender. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But I do think their offense will carry them to the playoffs. They will get there. But then playoff time comes. The defense isn't ready yet. There's still a lot of pieces. It's just not there. So, they got a good pass rush or in Josh Allen or whatever, but and Trayvon Walker, But yeah, I don't know. They're going to be a good team. Like I do have the number one. I got them tying at 10-7. I got 10-7. A lot of people had them second or even probably second, but I got them one. I really like this offense. Offense is gonna be special. Like I could see like top 5 offense. It's like special. Like, they're gonna be really good. They got so much depth. It reminds me of the Texans. Like they have they got 3 running backs that I trust to give them the ball. They got a ton of receivers. They just traded for Tim Patrick the other day. Yep. You got a lot. Like I like what they got going on, and new play caller, Trevor Lawrence. I feel like he has the talent, just hasn't had, just good situation. This is a good situation now. So this is the year. This is the actual like judgment year for Trevor Lawrence. Like if Trevor Lawrence has 3,200 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, and 10 picks, it's over. If you can't do it with this team, with this roster, this team can't do it with anyone. So that's how I feel, So
you got both teams at 10 wins, both the Texans and the Jags at 10 wins, but the Jags are going to win the division.
Yeah,
got you. Lee Harvey, who do you got as the number one team in the AFC South?
Texans.
Okay, tell us why.
Yeah, would this be the 3rd year in a row that they would win that division?
I do believe so.
Okay. I just think low key they added Christian Kirk. That might help their wide receiver core just to take the pressure off Nico Collins a little bit. I know they're going to lose Joe Mixon for the first 4 games, but that's where they signed Nick Chubb. And they didn't really lose much defensively. They still have Hunter. Stingley's still there, locking things down. And I just believe that as long as CJ Stroud gets protected, he'll do damage, and I feel like they're going to win that division again.
All right, Tay, we've talked about the best. Now let's go to the race. The race for the bottom. Colts or Titans? It's an interesting deal both ways, because the Colts, I feel like they have a pretty decent roster. I like what they did with the draft yet again. Especially, getting Tyler Warren. You just add as many, blue chip top 10 type talented players as you can. Like that, like the addition of Travarius Ward. But man, the quarterback situation is just it's just DOA for their chances, right? Like what are we even talking about? It's Daniel Jones or it's Anthony Richardson. It's been enough time. People are freaking out about something else now. This Michael Parsons trade that just happened. I don't know. Personally, I would love to pay somebody with a career high of 14 sacks more than Patrick Mahomes. But yeah. Guys, sometimes not everything has to be like, oh, you got lost in this trip. Sometimes things just fucking run their course, man. Sometimes things are just over. They didn't want to pay that guy that 12% of their cap. They got a decent haul back. They got a Pro Bowl player and 2 first-round picks. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Happy for the Packers. Happy for the Cowboys. It's not that serious. Anyways. Who I'm not happy for. It's all the people who... So that's this week's freak out. Last week's freak out was when Daniel Jones got declared the starting quarterback over Anthony Richardson. Should I say it one more time? Should I say my trademark little rundown here? 53% completion, 19 touchdowns to 28 turnovers in college. Was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school. Anthony Richardson has never been good. Not ever. Not one. No time during the last 3 phases of his football development has he ever been good. What are we doing? Why are we acting like this is axe murder? He lost to the worst starting quarterback in the... Wasn't everybody saying that last year when this happened? When they picked him up? Well, if Anthony Richards can't beat out Daniel Jones, then I guess it's really fucking over. Well, I guess it's really fucking over because he didn't. It's the worst starting quarterback in the league last year. And he couldn't beat him out for the job as a top 10 pick. Hell, I mean, I may or may not soon be running down this Dolphins-Colts game individually. And personally, as for the Dolphins side of it, I would have felt more comfortable going against Anthony Richardson. At least we have seen Daniel Jones prosecute competent NFL football games before. Not a lot of them, not consistency, but we've seen it happen a few times. Not the case on the other side. But it ain't going to get it done, man. I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe Steichen, maybe we see why he's such a genius. Like we said, we've seen Daniel Jones may take a team to the playoffs, have a decent year, tricked the Giants into doing the dumbest fucking thing that any GM fucking team has ever done in the history of planet Earth, and we all got to watch it on a show. Maybe Steichen unlocks that, and then this is a very dangerous team in that situation. If the Colts even had a fucking quarterback 13 through 20, Lord, don't let the Colts have Baker Mayfield. You'd be fucking done. It'd be over. They'd fucking be a Super Bowl fucking contender, but that's not the case for right now. On the other side, the Titans, man, they just keep... It's hilarious. People joke around about the Titans and their signings and the things that they do. Like this is the retirement home of the NFL. Like, what are y'all doing? Dan Moore, Kevin Zeitler, Tyler Lockett. What? I hope Cam Ward does good. I'm glad they're trying to add as many veteran offensive line pieces. At least people know what they're doing, so hopefully they'll get their head turned around and not let him get destroyed in any games. Liked how he looked in the preseason, like the hope that's being given. But Tajay Spears already hurt. I don't know, man. Crapshoot. I think both of these teams are picking in the top 5 of the draft in this upcoming year. So what do you guys got? Who's at the bottom, Tay?
At the bottom, not the Titans being at the bottom. They don't have no like star players. They have a bunch of role players from top to bottom. And they don't have to win right now. They don't, they had the number 1 pick for a reason. they were bad. They're still bad. But it's getting there. I think they need another draft, maybe two, to have some promise. Like they don't look like how the Patriots roster looks. It doesn't look like that. Yeah, I think they need another draft. Usually the draft after, you get your quarterback, the next draft after that, that's when you kind of complete your team and then you start to, compete. So this year, just figure it out kind of year, see who's wise, see who's old, see what young players are good, see who's not. Like I could see them cutting Tajay Spears at the end of the year if he keeps getting hurt. Why keep him? Like it's just things like that. Like they got to be monitoring a lot of things, like just in general, from offense, defense, old, young, everyone. Just this isn't gonna. They're not going to the playoffs. I would be shocked. Cam Ward he'd be one of the best rookie quarterbacks ever if they go to the playoffs.
Oh, they ain't going to no fucking playoffs.
Right.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. If they go to the playoffs, he'd be in the top 3.
This ain't fantasy football where all the shitty teams goes into a playoff bracket. Fucking
better than what Jaden did last year.
No,
he would have to be like Bo Nix. He had to play as good as Bo Nix.
Oh,
yeah.
What do you think there, Lee Harvey? Who's at the bottom, Colts or Titans?
Yeah, I agree with Tay. I say Titans too. They signed a ton of veterans.
I'm surrounded by Daniel Jones fans, apparently.
No, they signed a ton of vets on 1-year deals, and I appreciate Cam for trying to big up the guys he's throwing to, saying they have a top 5 receiving core, but
oh wow.
And yeah, you
trying to be the LeBron of the NFL, just getting after just fucking lying.
I mean, but in reality, no. Cam's going to do what he can, but yeah, it's going to take at least 2 drafts in order to build that team properly around Cam Ward.
All right. MVP of the AFC South, Tay. Oh, I think I know who you're going to pick.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that'll be the Tay's take here. Trevor Lawrence is.
And will carry the Jags to the playoffs.
Okay, well, no. Let's put a number on it. What are we talking about here? 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns?
4,000, yeah. 4,032 touchdowns, yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's the Tay's take of the AFC South. 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence this season. That makes me happy. I got him in the 15th round of all my fantasy drafts. Well, do I even need to ask you who the rookie of the year is going to be?
Yes, you do, actually.
Go ahead and tell me. We're all just in mystery who you're going to pick.
You do. It's gotta be Cam Ward. It's gotta be Cam Ward. Yeah, not Travis Hunter. I don't know how big his role will be just yet. Like he's not the best receiver on his team. He could be the best corner on his team, but he's just he isn't and won't be the best receiver on his team. So I don't. Why winning offensive rookie of the year, wide receiver 2? I don't know. And I think Cam Ward. I'm confident, very confident. Like I'm not always 100% confident on quarterbacks. I'm confident with Cam Ward being an NFL quarterback. So just off of that, like he'll be one of those like good quarterbacks just in a terrible situation. So I'm gonna go with Cam Ward. Yeah.
Lee Harvey, MVP of the AFC South, rookie of the year of the AFC South.
I go with CJ Stroud.
Okay.
And rookie of the year, I feel like his role will get bigger as the season goes along. Travis Hunter.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if he provides another dimension to that offense, the one that Tay, helps Tay's Tay's take get to where he wants him to go, could be. Geez, man, y'all know I'm a huge Tyler Warren guy. Talked about him the whole offseason. I don't think that there's been. I don't recall during the big Daniel Jones season that there was a particularly high amount of tight end production. But
he never really had a good one though. So
yeah,
like,
it was not the Evan Ingram year, like the 1 year Evan Ingram was pretty
Evan
good.
Ingram isn't like, I don't know. Evan Ingram is kind of like disappointing. Like he's had some good years, but then he's had some like never like.
But at the same time, sucky quarterbacks, they're going to rely on their security blanket, right?
Yeah.
And that's what fucking
I
Tyler
like Tyler Warren. No,
so maybe he is going to be the rookie of the year. MVP Daniel Jones. No. Yeah, Cam Ward or not Cam Ward. CJ Stroud. I think I've agree. I think he has a rebound year this year after it was kind of a letdown. Kind of an underachieving year last year. I think he has a rebound year. They've really, really restacked that wide receiver room. And I think that's going to help him a lot. Hopefully lessons were learned last year. He takes his third year in the offensive system. Love it for him. Love it for all you guys. Stay tuned. Come on back around. It should be posted right above this. Double drop this week. The NFC South, equally as creepy as the AFC South. What is it with these Southern teams? Like people just don't. It's the opposite of the college football, right? NFC South coming up. Also this week, check it out. This is DAR Sports Media, and the world of DAR never stops.